Hello and welcome to, oh my god. Tom has been trying incessantly to do audio synchronizations, even though we are in person.
Yeah, when we used to do this from a distance, we would have to clap, and it made me very happy. And I loved looking at the spike in the audio, and now it's gone, and I'm sad. So,
now you have a ton of spikes to listen to.
Hell yeah. Sorry, everybody.
Do you know what else has been spiked? Every listener's phone as they heard you clap right into the mic.
It woke them up, so you're welcome.
All right, so you know how it be. You clicked on the 17th episode of our podcast, which is also the 17th episode of Steven Universe.
Oh my god.
Because we do a Steven Universe retrospect.
Yeah.
Wait. Have you ever said the word retrospective?
I don't think you've... Wait, you definitely have.
I don't think I meant to. We're a Steven Universe rewatch podcast.
Yeah.
We are the Crystal Men.
We're here to save...
The gays?
Yes. We're here to save the gays. So, you're welcome. Cannot stress that enough.
Oh, this is going so sour so quickly.
Oh.
So yeah, I'm Jim.
And I am Tom. And yeah, and we watched episode 17, Lion 2, the movie, which I'm realizing, as I said that, like, Lion to the movie. Like
go what Steven tells Lion to do, like, take him to the movies.
Yep. That makes a lot of sense.
Hilarious. Honestly, I think there is kind of a lot to this episode.
There's a lot to dissect. Like, I had a lot of points while we were watching it that I was like,
So yeah, on its surface, it's got kind of the classic, like, Steven Universe setup where it's like, oh, Steven wants to do, like, a pretty, like, mundane thing.
Yeah. Earth thing.
And then it becomes, like, a big, crazy adventure. And it does that kind of season 1 Steven Universe kind of thing.
Yeah. They very rarely have an episode that's just devoted to, like, the mundane act. I mean... I guess that's true for any episode.
I think it happens more later.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know. I can't think of any examples from season 1 in particular. I think season 1 does generally a pretty good job at, like, tossing up, like, okay, we're going to introduce Petey, but we're also going to
have this giant...
a creepy fry monster.
Yeah.
Like, I always go back to Petey because I feel like Petey's, like, for our purposes, like, the worst townie.
Dude, Petey's a simp.
Petey's a simp.
Oh.
Yeah?
I just... Somebody, a friend of mine, said that simp comes from the word simper. And I
Simper?
Did not know that.
I thought it was simpleton.
I thought simpleton too, but it's the word simper. Hold on, I have to get the definition because this blew my mind.
All right.
Verb, smile or gesture in an effectively coquettish...
What is it?
Coquettish.
Coquettish. Like a coquette?
That's what I thought. I don't know. Coy or ingratiating manner. So it's like, it's to be like, I'll be your precious bee. Like, you'll be... I did not do a good job of just explaining that.
You're just looking at me making kissy
I was
face.
Like, you get it.
That's crazy. Yeah, I've never heard that before.
So simper. That is what it comes from.
I could have sworn it was simpleton.
You would think.
But yeah, I guess it makes more sense because simpleton doesn't mean like...
Simpleton just means like stupid.
Yeah,
we're... So, use that, audience. Be like, you're just a simper.
Yeah, you're a simper. All right. That's going to be the new name for our fans. You know how like the Game Grumps had the Lovelies?
Yeah, Lovelies and...
I don't know. What's another one? Like, fans of the Grateful Dead are called Deadheads.
Or the Insane Clown Posse. They're...
Come on, you know this? It's
Juggalos.
Juggalos.
Thank you. Oh my god.
It's the best one. Fans of the Crystal Men are simpers.
Yes. So, hello, fellow simpers.
Simpers. It is terrible.
Hello, simpers. We're saving the gays today. Oh, so the episode.
So, this episode begins with something that, like, legitimately shocked me. Like, I wasn't prepared for the image that I saw.
Yes, Connie.
Well, yeah, no.
There.
So it goes into widescreen, and the whole screen is like the green movie trailer. Like, yes. This has been approved.
It did get me. I was like, oh wait, is this like an ad before the episode?
It legitimately shocked me because I know we're watching this on HBO, and HBO does that sometimes. They put ads before. I was like, whoa! But I saw this. I just watched the Steven Universe intro. Why would they play this?
Yeah, and I'm like,
I was like, oh no, it's the fucking dog copter.
So good job, Steven Universe. You did get us. And I love the sci-fi sounds that they make fun of.
Yeah.
You see it in Mass Effect. You see it in like any space movie nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. But yeah, so
I think so. This whole intro scene is basically just like a movie trailer, and I think it like pretty much nails how movie trailers feel. Well, movie trailers don't exist anymore because movies don't exist anymore in their current world of July of 2020.
Sure don't.
But to this time, like early 2010s, I feel like this is literally what all movie trailers are like.
Especially with the cuts and like the big action sequences.
The only thing is like they don't really do voiceover in commercials or in trailers anymore.
No. Normally they just let,
which is funny because like the whole like
play out.
In a world thing is like not really it's never done anymore, but it's like such a it's such a mainstay of like the joke.
Well, what's that YouTube channel called? The
Screen Junkies?
Yeah, Screen Junkies.
They have like they have the movie trailer guy.
Yeah, and that whole bit is outdated if you think about it, because like you said, nobody does that anymore.
Yeah, if there's text, it's never read by a narrator. It's just text that is on there. I remember one time, I know that we've literally not talked about the episode yet, but one time I saw a movie, and it was like some stupid horror movie, like, it was called, like, The Villainous of La Conchita Inn, or it was like, I don't know. It was some ghost movie.
Yes. I too have had run-ins with The Villainous
of La Conchita Inn. I just remember because it had, like, a vaguely Hispanic title. There's the one name, whatever. But there's what the fuck? But the trailer did a thing where like it did the whole thing where it put words on the like big text words on the screen, but it did it to like a ridiculous extreme where like there was a part where it was just the word she. So the whole screen was just black with the word she, and because it was like she is coming, but it was like she is coming. But so it was like, and this is at the time where like all the memes I was seeing were just a picture of a dog and then the text he under it. So I would just like, I just started laughing at this horror movie trailer. It's like, yes, she.
She. Yeah, that is too funny.
All right, yeah, that's nothing. That's literally nothing. I really like how this podcast just becomes a place for us to talk about not Steven Universe.
I think that's what all podcasts wind up.
It's true.
Well, maybe
except
not
my
all.
Other one.
There's a Buffy the Vampire Slayer podcast too, which was very good about being like on point the whole episode. We're not.
Okay, sorry. Wait, I'm sorry to cut you off again. I kind of have a little bit of a problem with Connie here.
Oh, please.
So I hate women. No, I'm kidding. No. So Connie is
how like, could you? We're simpers.
We're simpers. We're supposed to love women.
God.
Connie is like so far only been in one episode.
Yeah, no. This is the first episode after the initial Connie.
Which this is like a joke. I'm not really. This isn't the point. But she's already short. She's already getting shorter.
Yes, we see her losing height.
She's losing inches. Which is fucking funny. But no, so the whole thing here is they're watching a trailer for this Dogcopter movie, and you find out there's Dogcopter 3. So there's been at least 2 other Dogcopter movies. And Connie is very excited about this movie. Yeah. And she's like, oh yeah, I've read all the books, and like, I don't feel like Connie's the kind of person that would like
enjoy Dogcopter.
Yeah, I feel like she wouldn't. She's like a book kid that likes to read a lot. I feel like she wouldn't enjoy a big blockbuster movie.
Yeah.
Maybe that's me being wrong or stereotyping wrong, but...
I mean, just based on what we see of her throughout the series, I mean, I feel like she's more of like a fantasy person, to be honest. Yeah. Like a Lord of the Rings kind of Way of Kings kind of person, as opposed to like a...
It feels
Tom Cruise movie.
Honestly, so Dogcopter is weird. I don't think Dogcopter really works. Like, it's a cute little idea.
Oh, yeah.
But it doesn't really, like, feel like anything. It doesn't feel like anything real.
Yeah, well, I think that's kind of what they're just having fun. It's, it's supposed to be stupid, I guess.
Yeah, it's kind of like the idea of, like, if you were from a different reality that didn't have Iron Man, and you saw a movie trailer for Iron Man, you'd be like, why is he, like, flying around in, like, a piece of metal? Like, that's kind of weird.
That is true.
I don't know. I just think it's weird that, I mean, it's cute that Connie gets to be like a little fangirl.
Yeah.
And she also is like a preteen. So
yeah. So maybe it's
I don't know. Maybe I'm being like very overly nitpicky.
These early episodes kind of they take a second to like nail down Connie's personality. I mean, really she didn't say or do much in the first time we saw her, aside from just accompany Steven.
Tolerate Steven. Yeah.
So this is the first time we get a glimpse of, like, her own unique personality and, like, later insecurity and stuff.
And that being said, like, I really like Connie in this episode. It's just,
me too, yeah.
This is just me being, like, weirdly fixating on, like, one element that was, it, like, kind of the plot drive for this episode.
I think I love...
Exciting incident.
Just the idea of, like, her being excited to finally have a friend now, too.
Yeah.
And so, like, super excited to share everything, and when they're talking about it farting out missiles, like, she's like, oh, yeah.
It is kind of funny, because, like, you're bringing Connie down to, like, Steven's level of maturity, where normally, like, in the first episode, they're, like, total opposites. Mm-hmm. But it kind of... I guess this does a good job at, like, making them feel, like...
actual friends.
Yeah, like, there are things that they would enjoy.
Yeah. And then, so yeah, they're watching this trailer, and then the gems come in, striking a fabulous pose.
It's really good.
But why?
So it seems like...
Like, did they know Connie was there and we're trying to, like...
show off? It kind of seemed like they did, because I think Pearl makes a line that's, like... It feels... The way that Pearl's voice actress
yeah, the way that she said it, it kind of seemed... I was thinking that.
She's like, oh, Connie, you're here. Like, oh, so Pearl knew.
We didn't know.
And, like, it totally makes sense. Like, we know Garnet, later on, we know Garnet's a bit showy. Like, Garnet would totally relish in, like, posing here.
It's true. I think...
Amethyst, of course, would. Yeah, like, I think it's, like, totally within reason that they knew.
Yeah. And, you know, they want to impress Connie for Steven.
Which is adorable, so honestly.
Yeah, well, I mean, geez, Amethyst showing off her powers to kind of be like, yeah, you humans don't get to see this that often.
Yeah.
But Connie takes it in stride.
Connie takes it pretty well.
I mean, she did get attacked by a monster and bubbled underwater, so I guess... She just has to accept that this is her new reality.
Very true.
Yeah. So yeah, they get ready to leave for the movie.
Well, sorry, but one other detail though I love that feels very much like of this era is like showing someone a trailer on your phone. It's just like,
oh yeah.
I have such like a weird, I don't know what the word is. Like, I feel like there's such weird politics to like show, like using your phone to like show someone a YouTube video.
Oh, it's hard.
Because it's like when you do it, like they almost never want to actually watch it.
Yeah, and like it has to be really good.
Yes, it has to literally like knock their socks off.
Yeah. I hate when I have a couple friends and people in my life who will just like every 5 minutes when we're hanging out, we'll be like, oh, look at this, and like hand me my phone and it's just like a meme and I'm like, wow. Great, I've never seen... What is this? Like,
I kind of agree, but I am also that same person, but with cat pictures, like, whenever I have a cute cat on my phone, I'll show it to the nearest person. Be like, enjoy this cat with me.
But people do enjoy cats. Some people. I like them in person. Although, if you, like, meme dump, like, online, it's one thing. Like, if I'm like, yo, send me, like, your spiciest memes, and you hit me up with 20 at a time, yes, I'm mass consuming them. I don't like when you're like, Tom Brady kisses his son on the mouth, and you
wait, what? Is this a meme?
Like, that's the kind of shit that he shows me, and I'm like, I don't care. Like,
I don't know. I don't know what your problem is. Tom Brady kissing his son on the mouth is a hilarious meme.
Tom Brady punches his son every morning.
Oh, that is like the weirdest thing you could have possibly said.
I don't know why that was the first one that came to mind, but it's absolutely something you've shown me.
I totally agree, though. There's like a weird... It's just like... It's like captive audience sort of thing.
Yeah, like if you put it on a TV, too, it's different or something. Like, I don't know, something about like the small screen.
Because you have to hunch over.
Yeah, like now it's become my immediate task to like focus like...
On this tiny-ass screen, like...
I don't know, like I'm doing shit. Like I'm playing Magic the Gathering. Don't bother me. I know you're playing with me, but...
They're trying to psych you out. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's it.
Alright, so... Steven and Connie are going to the movies.
Yes.
That is the plot of the episode.
And Connie's like, how are we going to get there? How did Connie get here? Nobody, I assume...
I guess her mom dropped her off.
Yeah.
Okay, but that... Not to nitpick literally every 4 seconds of this cartoon, but like there's no driveway or roads near the temple. Like, they couldn't just drive up.
Was it like, just drop me off on the boardwalk and Steven will come get me? Like,
honestly, that does feel like a very, like, beach kid kind of thing, where it's just like, oh yeah, just drop me off on the boardwalk. I
guess, yeah. I mean, maybe Steven met her there and they walked over.
That's true.
Yeah.
These are such unimportant details in the episode. The episode doesn't even care about them.
Every minute. But yeah, no, so they're like, oh, we're gonna go on lion. And Connie's like, holy shit, you have a lion? Because an appropriate reaction.
I mean, like, imagine walking outside and seeing a full-size lion. Like, you'd probably freak out.
A full-size, like, magically colored lion, too. Like, not just a regular lion. It's pink.
Outdated Tiger King reference.
Mm-hmm. That bitch Carol Baskin.
I literally have not seen a minute of it.
So really?
I still don't know anything about it, so we can move on.
It is insanity. We will talk about that later. Yeah, so Steven's trying to impress, like, check out my ride. Lion is eating some mythical creature.
Oh, thank you for reminding me of this. I almost forgot. Lion is eating what appears to be a gem lizard?
Yeah, that has feathers, too, so some sort of chimera.
Which, it's funny, well, when I think of gem lizards, I think of, like, Dark Souls, because in Dark Souls you have to, like, kill the little gem lizards to get power-ups.
Never played Dark Souls, only played Bloodborne.
Well, yeah. I mean, in that they have, like, the little blood,
they have
the little blood
scurrier
guys.
I forget the name of it, but
so yeah, we have this crazy scene. Yeah. So let's talk about the episode. We have this crazy scene where Lion can walk on water.
Yeah, which they just throwing that out, and you know what? It's a nice scene. Like, the music's nice. This was definitely a reference to something. I don't.
Jesus.
Good old Lion, Jesus.
Yeah, I think the visuals in this episode are really good. Like, they nail that perfect, like, minimalism.
Yeah.
In, like, especially the scenes where they're running over the ocean, because, like, they don't use much in the background. Most of it's just, like, geometric shapes and lines, but like, they do it so well.
Yeah, and the music playing, it just it gives this really good, like, magical vibe.
Yeah.
Like magical young happiness. Like,
and this is one of the reasons why I love Steven.
Yeah, Universe. It's for things like that make me really happy about the show.
Yeah, those little moments exist, like, just to make the show feel more special.
Yeah, because they didn't have to include that at all. Like, it could have just cut to another joke, but...
Or, yeah, just Lion burping up the teleport and then jumping it. Like, they didn't need to have that whole sequence.
But just that to make it feel that much more magical, yeah. So, then they teleport for the first time. Did Lion?
No, he didn't. Steven was a shock, too.
Oh, yeah, because he says, why don't you tell me these things that you do?
Yeah. Well, I also like the scene where they're, like, in the weird, like, I'm just going to use the word subspace emissary, because that's basically what it is. Like, when they're, like, between portaling, which looks different from how
it does not look like the
teleport.
regular...
what do they call it? The gem?
Maybe it's a diamond exclusive. The gem portal, right?
Yeah. Which is... Yeah, whatever it's called. But it's funny because, like, I mean, we learn about a few different ways of transportation in Steven, and I guess this is kind of just like a... Because you know how, like, later on Steven can, like, he can, like, teleport basically through Lars?
Yeah.
So maybe that's, like, an extension of this. Maybe Lion is, like, so old and his powers are so developed that he can, like, create these portals now to...
Yeah, like, is it... Well, yeah, because there's the tree hill realm that all the trees seem to be different people that... different, like, biological people that Pink Diamond revived, or Steven later.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Because, yeah, it creates a whole new tree and a whole new hill for
Lars, right?
Lars, so... I don't know. And then, they're, like, bubbling, too. What is bubbling? Like, when they... Because they can send stuff instantly right back to the...
That's true. Oh my god, I didn't even realize that. That is teleporting, yeah.
Yes, I mean, they have a lot of different ways to teleport around.
It's one of those things where it's just, like, don't think about it.
Yeah.
Just stop thinking about it.
It's magic.
Yeah.
I mean, even Amos says magic in the very beginning. Like,
because, like, imagine if I was Steven in this universe. Well, I was not trying to make a funny joke. I'm so sorry. If I was the character of Steven inside his cartoon TV show, Garnet verse. I don't know. I don't have a joke. I don't have a joke. I'm sorry.
How dare you?
But so, like, I would use my, like, video game shortcut logic, and every time I would leave my house, I would just be like, oh, I'll just fast travel back and I'd bubble myself and then just, like, You know what I mean?
True.
Like,
could you bubble yourself? Or?
Yeah, theoretically, he could just like fast travel back to the temple and like bubble himself at any time. But
oh my god, yeah. Well, because that's the thing. Is it linked specifically to the temple? Because you never see bubbles go anywhere else.
I'm putting my arms up in confusion. I don't know.
Yeah, and I'm looking at you. You guys
like,
can't
like
see
I
it,
have
but
all the
like
answers.
I'm like dead eyed. Like, tell me, Jimmy. Yeah, lots of important questions here. But back to the episode, they teleport into. There's a name for this place.
Is there?
Yeah, because Steven visits it with Pearl later, and she's shocked that he had already seen it.
Is that in Rose's
I think it's just called Rose's Armory, honestly.
I think you're 100% right. I'll look it up really quick.
Yeah. But yeah, so they see this place for the first time, and Connie is very impressed. And Steven's like, this is becoming more mundane to Steven now, because he would literally rather go watch a movie as opposed to...
yeah, literally.
Like, go to this cool-ass armory.
So it's called... Rose's Secret Armory.
Oh, one extra word.
You're pretty close.
That's close.
And yeah, so
just some armory that I guess they needed, but
it's interesting because the one thing I find really interesting is because like we learn later on that bismuth can like construct gem weapons.
Yeah,
but all the weapons we see here are like explicitly like human.
Yeah,
weapons.
humanoid weapons. That's what I don't get. Like.
So to me it feels like this is even more of like a display place, like you know where you would like you would display prized goods rather than like an actual armory. Which...
Yeah, this almost seems like a trophy case.
Yes,
like,
exactly, trophy case.
Yeah, because I mean, you know, we see the laser light cannons there that are clearly gem looking, like, you know, pink. They look like of gem design, but then like. You know, we see an Egyptian-themed weapon set. We see samurai stuff.
We see not only like various swords from various cultures, but we see like different armor sets. Yeah, that was like the big one. I was like, oh wow, so like.
I mean, it could have literally just been Rose having an interest in different eras' weaponry and being like, like just interested in to see the humans develop this. It's kind of my headcanon because I don't think they would need to use this stuff. Like,
very true. Okay, sorry to cut you off. But I just remembered, there's a fuck ton of references in this episode, and I wanted to address some of them now. So we passed one already. There's a scene in the helicopter trailer that is very reminiscent to episode 1 of Evangelion, where there's a scene where a bunch of helicopters are around a monster, and the monster shoots a beam at them, and they all explode in like unison. Happens in the trailer, whatever.
Love it. And also, the robot in the trailer was clearly a War of the Worlds reference.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Definitely.
But so what I wanted to get to about here is this is basically the Batcave.
Yes, no, it is explicit. I mean, like
down to the biggest tell, and I didn't make the connection but the giant penny is one thing that there's like 3 things that you always see in every single version of the Batcave. It's like the giant penny. It's like some Riddler joke, I guess. There's like a T-Rex, and there's like. People are in the comments, I'm sure, are going to be like, oh, what's this thing? There's like 3 items that always appear in like every single Batcave in Batman.
See, I'm not too familiar with Batman, but
yeah, so when I saw the giant penny, I was like, oh shit, like, this is literally the Batcave, and like they're in a cave.
Yeah.
And the suits of armor too is another like thing where you see in the Batcave a lot.
They should have just had bats fly around too, and it would be perfect.
Yeah.
Also, that penny
movie reference
seemed to be a more modern penny. Like,
oh yeah, I didn't realize that.
Like, I don't know.
I guess it's just literally a joke, and we shouldn't think about it.
It's definitely just a joke, but yeah. So definitely like a collection of cool stuff, I guess, that Steven can activate because spoilers. He's rose quartz.
Oh fuck! You can't say that.
Yeah, he's rose
Tom,
quartz.
you fucking can't say that.
Oh my god, he's rose quartz.
I can't believe I'm actually like just now realizing like, oh, in the episode where they make fun of movies, they make fun of Batman. Like, I can't believe that my stupid brain nenever made that connection until now. Yeah, I've definitely seen this episode at least 3 times.
Total sense, though. Yeah, with Samurai, people can't see, but we are. This episode's playing in the background. And it's cute. Connie's tickling him, and they're just having good friend time.
It is good. It's very cute.
It's nice to see them instantly, like, bond like that. Like, because, I mean, geez, Connie becomes his most important friend.
Yeah, and another thing about that, too.
/ lover.
Oh. / person, self. Same person.
Oh, God, yeah.
I really like how they like already instantly have the idea of Connie being like a sword fighter.
Yes, yeah,
like,
they threw it
instantly,
like right at the beginning with
it's
the tennis
awesome.
reference. I did love that,
and it plays into like her fantasy, like book obsessed.
Like, yeah, of course she would want to be a sword fighter.
I mean, who wouldn't want to be a sword lesbian?
God, oh, beautiful sword lesbian. We're saving the games. No, and I love that because later in the episode too, we get her little moment of like, why do you want to hang out with me? I'm so normal. Like I can't do anything cool. And then she kind of realizes like, oh, like I did have a use here in deflecting the blasts back to this machine thing. Which, yeah, so that machine pops up because Steven says he wants to see lots of explosions.
Oh yeah, that's one thing we didn't mention is like everything in the armory seems to be reacting to Steven's wills.
Yeah,
and
his wants.
Yeah, and like because Connie says, like, makes a joke about having to cut his arm off because he can't get it off the pedestal.
Yeah.
But so her saying it causes the like swords to come up, which I was like, oh, that's pretty cool that like Steven and Connie already have like this kind of same person connection.
Mm-hmm. And then
really cool.
Yeah, and when he was saying like, stop poking me too, like maybe it was I needed defense kind of thing, so the armor came up. But yeah, and then this definitely a Zelda boss pops up.
That's so true.
Oh my god. And chases them. So they go to the movie theater with Lion to escape.
Yeah, I love that Lion just takes them to the movie theater. Because when I had first seen this episode, I was like, oh, Lion doesn't understand what they want to do. Like, he's just going to do whatever weird fantasy magic he wants to do.
Lion clearly, like, can understand them.
Totally.
And know exactly what they want.
He's just a jerk.
I love Lion. I love him so much. I love this episode. His snark is just the best. Just the looks he gives and, like, all right, now we'll leave.
Hey, there's a couple faces he makes that are really fucking funny.
Because like clearly he cares about them and wants to protect them, but also is just a sassy bitch.
So then this they go to the movies and this Zelda monster, which to me like it kind of has like a tiki sort of aesthetic.
Oh yeah.
It follows. It's so fun when you said Zelda. I was like, oh yeah, it really does look like a Zelda monster.
Like and the straight up, throw a bomb in its mouth when it inhales, it'll blow up. Or the deflect the let's play Dead Man's Tennis.
So and then as it's attacking them, we get another reference. So
yes.
Utena is referenced again, I think back to back. Our last episode was Sword Fighter, right?
I think so, right?
We recorded it so long ago.
Oh no.
I forget. I think that episode had like some overt Utena references. Here we see Lion like bends down and Steven a sword hilt appears and Steven reaches for it and pulls it out. And even just the way that the camera tracks the sword is like, this is overtly a reference to Utena. Because basically, if you haven't seen Utena, which I'm looking at Tom.
I have not. But I know plenty of it.
There's a character named Anthe who is the Rose Bride. She's basically like the MacGuffin character. Like whoever wins, whoever's like winning in the duels gets to be with her. So Utena's with her for like the whole show, naturally. When when someone challenges you to a duel, you can summon a sword from the Rose Bride. So from Anthe's chest, like a sword appears, and then Utena like pulls it out, and it's really awesome. And they reuse that same cut of animation like
a billion times. Yeah.
But so it very much feels like, oh yeah, hell yeah, we're getting another Utena reference. And also the sword is like flower aesthetic, which Utena has like a million flowers all the time.
Yeah, they definitely had some big inspiration. A lot of I don't know if it's like
packed with references.
I don't know if it's just these early episodes or as we go through, like we'll just constantly see references. But like, there's so many each episode. Like,
it's really funny because
I love it. I love that they just pack everything in.
Yeah, I think that Steven does a pretty good job most of the time. Before we actually started recording for our last episode, Steven Sword Fighter, I was talking with our two guests about another podcast that we had all listened to where someone on it was complaining that they were complaining that that episode of Steven Universe like just directly shot for shot recreated those scenes from Udna, and like he was saying how like bad it was, and it's like, oh, that's like not artistic to just like copy, and like
I get it to an extent, but it also like not the it's a cartoon defense, but like it was a 10-minute episode of a geez, like what, like 200 episode series?
I think 150. Yeah. About 150.
I don't know. I think there's direct plagiarism or like a shot for shot remake can be an issue. I didn't find it. I thought it was nice. I don't know.
I would say that like maybe in that episode you can make a case that it's like
a little excessive.
Yeah, because if you don't know, it's one of those references that if you don't know, it'll be fine. Like it just seems cool.
Maybe I'm speaking from bias because I didn't know the reference at first. So,
but it just feels like a cool scene. But with this, I think all the references in this episode are like totally fine. Like you have the Batman stuff, you've got the the Ava one's a bit of a stretch, but I think this whole pulling the sword out of Lion's head thing, I think that's pretty cool. I think visually it looks really cool, and like it's at this really climactic point in the episode where they need something to fight this monster, and Steven even says like, "Oh, my bubbles failed." Like, so Steven's one power is like summoning a bubble, and it's not
working right now. Well, it did deflect one hit.
Yeah, but it's
gone.
So, and then him and Connie grab the sword and do the funny tennis reference from before and destroy the monster, as you said, by launching a bomb into his mouth.
Yep, literally.
I think there's even like a gulp noise, or maybe that was you. You made like a suck noise.
I did. Blow up. Get gone. And then I love after the chaos, them just like cheerily going to the movie.
Mom, please.
Like, 2 children and 1 lion, and this poor teenager employee that do we ever see again? Like probably in the background.
No, I don't think so. So that's another thing too. Like there's a lot of unique character designs in this episode.
Yeah, the girl from the trailer.
For no reason.
Like
the girl from the trailer, she's like Dogcopter's friend, I guess. I love her design. She looks great. There's this ticket booth girl. Mm-hmm. There's 2 fishermen.
Yeah, that are just there and we never see again.
Who I love their design. Like normally, this is such a weird thing to focus on, but I think like the quote unquote background characters in Steven Universe are like okay most of the time. Like I don't think they're like so greatly designed, but these look really good. Another show that I think has like the best looking human like non-important characters is We Bare Bears. Have you ever seen?
I have not, but no. But they have like just good background characters.
Yeah, like the way that they design the humans in that show. Like by humans, I just mean like the background, like characters you see for 3 seconds and then they go away. They look so appealing to me. Like I love it. With this, I love all the incidental characters.
I always enjoy background characters, if that makes sense, because like
yes, I know, I totally agree.
Like I think of like Ed and Eddie. All right, so they're in the cul-de-sac. It's just the kids, whatever, and then they go to school, and it's still just the cul-de-sac kids, and the classroom is empty otherwise, and that bothers the hell out of me.
It feels weird. It doesn't feel real.
It feels like a ghost world. Like it doesn't feel like Ed and Eddie ghost theory on their own. But like for real, like I hate that. And then they'll have like sounds happening of like other kids, but just put some like black silhouettes or something.
Like do what Ruby did in season 1.
Yeah, like just
with every character with the black silhouette. Did you watch Ruby?
I did, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, like it feels just so weird.
Yeah, I don't know. It makes the world feel empty and like sad almost. Like I don't know.
That's actually it's funny thing about background characters. Like I have like a thing where I like fall in love with background characters where like I'll look at a background character and like mostly in anime and stuff and I'll be like, oh my god, that design is perfect, it's amazing. And I guess this is just me proving that I'm like the most boring person and I find like the most boring girl designs the most attractive.
You know what? It's because it's not thrown in your face. It's just in the background. And
Very
like,
true.
Look at that. That's a good design.
There's actually specifically in Ruby in like, I don't know, season whatever. I hate Ruby, but I've seen a lot of it.
I haven't seen that much, but I did see the first season.
There's just like, there's a character where they're on a boat and she's just like a background, like part like of the crew. And I was like, oh my god, I love that character design. My friends make fun of me to this day for it.
But there's nothing wrong with that. I don't know. It just... Anime normally does a good job with lots of, like, background characters and things going on. Like, I don't know, most animes that come to my head, like, there's always plenty of, like, audience, if that makes sense.
Well, the good ones. There's a lot of shit anime out there that they put no effort into. Now it's all CG crowds.
And those I don't watch normally.
Yeah, so. No, which is a good choice. I've just cursed myself and watched too much garbage.
But cartoons, especially Cartoon Network cartoons, have that problem so much. So it's nice to see, like, at least some background characters in Steven Universe that just...
makes the world feel a little bigger.
Yeah, fleshed out.
But Speaking of Steven and Flesh...
Where are you going with this?
I don't know. I'm joking.
No, please.
I thought you were gonna yes and me. I thought you were gonna help me.
I am leaving you to dry. I'm leaving you out high. What is it? Out to dry, high to dry.
High and dry.
Leaving you high and
my
dry.
My favorite Radiohead song.
Radiohead. This is where they sound. No, it's not at all.
That's pretty close, actually. So yeah, episode ends.
Yeah, episode. Oh, they're in the movie theater. We get the classic.
MGM.
Yeah, lion.
Yeah, where like the lion
in the little intro to the movies, whatever that's called. Is it MGM or is it Turner Classic
Movies.
Classic Movies.
Shit. No, I'm pretty sure it's MGM. I can't remember what MGM stands for, but
Major League
Gaming. Yes, MGM, Major League Gaming.
Major League Gaming. Wow, Jimmy, so funny. We definitely didn't lose a couple seconds of audio recording right here.
Yeah, a whole hilarious bit about the lion. We won't go into it.
Lions live for 12 years. There.
Damn, that really hits hard.
Yeah, 12 years. That's
so short. That's less than my cats.
Yeah.
There were cats that were born when my cats were born that are dead. Wait, they're... That's also true.
I mean, yes, there's lots of things that were born.
Every lion that was born when my cats were born is dead.
Oh my god.
Unless, like, there's some outliers. Or would you say outlions? Alright, we need to end this.
Oh, hello, my baby. Hello, my ragtime gal.
Alright.
There's a turtle that's been alive since George Washington.
I saw that recently. That fucking blew my
Tortoise,
mind.
Technically, but crazy, right? Like, fucking...
That guy, I forget his name. Is his funny name? His name is like Dimitri or something.
Dimitri, that's not a tortoise name. Yeah, so great episode though. I love the lion episodes. I think they're just charming and fun. This one was no exception.
Good. Like a little bit of world building. We got the laser light cannon connection, which is really cool.
Yeah, we got some gem. We got Connie experiencing more of the gem world and kind of becoming acclimated to it. And we got Steve and Connie bonding, which I love. My OTP.
They're very good. I love Steve and Connie.
It's Stevani.
Isn't it funny the ship name is literally just the character's name?
Yep. Oh man, Steven and Lars would be stars.
Fuck. Damn, that's really good.
That would have been great.
That's really good. I like stars.
Shit.
Or Leavin'.
Yes, that's Leavin'. What was it? Him and Greg's Steg?
Steg.
Ew.
I fucking love Steg. That's probably one of my favorite moments of Steven Universe. When they fuse. Yeah. I was like screaming at my TV. I was so happy.
It made me happy, but it also kind of like creeped me out in a little way. Because like it's the implication that it's very like it's a very sexual like emotionally bonding thing. Like which is fine for emotionally bonding, but like I don't know, it just has this like inherently romantic vibe to it.
The show goes out of its way to paint fusion as a like sexual analog.
Yeah.
So when you try to do anything like Amethyst and Steven, it's like, ugh.
Yeah.
Steven and Greg is like,
Steven and Greg is, oh.
If they didn't like focus so much on it, and like, I don't know, maybe, I guess not all fusion is sexual because we see that like Ruby's confused.
Yeah.
And that doesn't seem like.
For some, it's just a, yeah.
It's like part of their job, basically.
But.
They're sex workers.
Oh, God. All the Rubies are sex workers.
It makes sense. It all makes sense.
Damn. Yeah, no, it's just a little weird thought for much later in the series, but this episode, nice. I don't have anything more to say about it.
Very nice. We hit the 40-minute mark. We're good.
Hell yeah.
We're good. All right. I think we'll end it here.
like, comment, and subscribe.
Follow us on Spotify. Give us a 5-star rating on Apple Music or Apple Podcasts.
And look at us on Instagram. Do we have anything?
You said it again? You said it again?
Oh my god, I always do it.
You always say Instagram. As
sorry.
We don't post images.
I know. We don't have anything on Instagram.
That's really funny. I was waiting for it. I was like, Tom's going to say Instagram
every time because I'm like...
Well, because you are just so fashion forward that Instagram is like the cool one.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just so hip.
No, we have a Twitter that I update, ? Follow us there. Give me a reason to update it more.
Check us out on Instagram.
Look up the Crystal Man on Instagram. I don't know what you'll find.
Someone's going to steal it. It becomes like 1 million subscribed. Fuck.
Damn it. Shit. All right.
Yeah. But like us, we like you. Thank you for listening. And until next time, I guess.
Yeah, until next time, which we'll be talking about the episode. Beach Party.
Fish stew.
What if we review this episode on the beach?
I would love that. I would, unironically.
I really want to.
Love that.
It would be a bit of a logistical issue, but
but
it might be just a phone recording.
That would be fine. I would do it.
Yeah, give us an update. Give an update in the chat if you put a number 1 in the chat if you want us to do a beach recording on my phone.
And I'll jump in the ocean no matter how cold the water is. I'm very sensitive to cold water. I hate it.
We are recording this in the hottest month of the hottest year.
It is miserable, so anything is better than this.
That's true.
Bye!
Bye! No!